Scott Laughton is listed as week to week with a lower body injury. It's funny because earlier in the show, I'm like, wow, they escaped injury here in the preseason. They have not. Scotty Laughton's going to start the season on IR, Rosie.
Can we? And he's been looking good, man. And that line looks good. And it looks like Scotty Laughton of what we know he can be too. Even though it's preseason, he looks sharp, looks confident, looks like he could be a guy to take Easton Cowan under his wing. And of course, we just can't get through a preseason without some weird bullshit happening, like Scotty Laughton phantomly getting hurt for multiple weeks and Joseph Woll leaving the team for an undisclosed amount of time for family personal issues. Just shit news. Wish him the best. Probably text him later and see if we can get any information out of it. But not a great sign. And we're talking about these 3 extra guys who what are we going to do with them? Are they going to the Marlies? Are they going on waivers? What's going to happen here? And David Kampf was very much a part of that, but now with the divergence of our fourth line center, it looks like enter David Kampf back into the rink, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think it makes the decision easier. I wonder what this means now for like a Nick Robertson. Like, again, if you want to shift Max Domi up the middle, there's a variety of different routes you can go. Like, I don't necessarily think David Kampf is going to be the guy to replace Scott Laughton. I think it makes more sense, at least in my world, to go Max Domi up the middle, or I don't even know who else on the top of my mind. But I mean, I would not take Kampf over like a Yarncroke or a Robertson. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, he gets paid more money than all of them, so someone in there believes in him, obviously.
Yeah. Like maybe even Yarncroke. I know Gary Kay in the chat's discussing Yarncroke. Can he still play center? But like it's so unfortunate because that fourth line was buzzing around with Laughton, Lorentz, and Easton Cowan, and now it's like you're effectively throwing your lines in a blender. And week to week is not good because it doesn't sound like he's going to miss a couple games here.
I know it's not day to day; it's week to week. Yeah, it looks like at practice we've got Lorentz, Kampf, and Cowan going on. So I know that was one of the things I saw after the first period. And you hear about their team building and how the guys are always hanging out and they're getting ribbed with each other, and they got to go sing a song in front of the guys for the rookie and blah blah blah. It's all fun and games, but it seemed like they were on path to building a lot of that chemistry that we've talked about for a few weeks. And I was always leaning towards, I really like Cowan making the team. And it's not like it's the year 2000 where if you're on the fourth line, you're playing with 2 meatheads playing 4 minutes a night, which is not doing anything for a player of his skill level and his potential's development. But it's not that. You're playing with Scott Laughton, and he's teaching you how to be a pro, and you're getting better every day, and you're playing 10 minutes a night. I think it was a great situation for him to develop and to get his feet under him. And it's a kind of a welcome to the NHL moment without all the pressure of you need to be getting on the score sheet and you need to be doing it fast. It's more like you're not expected to get on the score sheet. And if you did, it's a bonus. And I saw him last night having bursts of speed and opportunity. And he didn't look out of place whatsoever. And I was especially excited about that line getting some chemistry and having that kid get into the league in a way that wasn't risky. And now that's shot to hell with Laughton being gone for several weeks. So again, yeah, enter David Kampf, I guess, which just doesn't seem the same to me.
Lott just can't buy a break. I thought he was up against it all last year, joining on a moving train, and just never got up to snuff. In the playoffs, he was good. I think in the preseason, he's been good. Like, this is the last thing you want for any player, but especially Scott Laughton, a home product, coming home, contract year, to start the season up against it on IR and miss significant time to start the year. That's tough. If somebody can handle it, it's lots. I think, it's a crucial loss to the bottom 6 too, because I know he's a fourth liner right now, but Scott Laughton, I think, means a lot to this team in the room, on the ice. And so it's got to be next man up. We say that, it's cliche, but can David Kampf rise to the occasion is the question here.
And does that change things with the development of Kampf? Like, how much of playing with Laughton was part of the plan of his development and starting the season in the league? Hard to say. Just shit news, though. Just with Scotty Laughton, too. He came in here and didn't have the greatest start to his career as a Toronto Maple Leaf. And had a summer to reset, came in, looked good. I think he felt good. What he's saying is solid. He looks confident. He's ready to pick off on the right foot and to play the kind of hockey that he's proven he can play. And the other cherry on top was, what does that do for Easton Cowan as they make a decision on whether it's best for him to be in the league or go down and play in the American Hockey League? And I really thought that Scott Laughton was a big part of that. So maybe this is like a week and a half tweak thing, but to put him at week to week right away makes it seem like, he's, you crack a bone or do you tear something, or like, fuck off. That's just brutal news. And you just can't get out of these preseasons without something like that, it seems like. And it's a bit of a piss off, to be honest, because like I keep repeating, I was liking what I was seeing out of him and his line.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.